Good morning, everybody. Shalom to the Hebrew kingdom and the Hebrew nation, the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm here again this morning, people, to do my second law class today. My second law class today. I'm here Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 o'clock in the morning. This is the third day of the week. This is the third day of the week. It's a very sacred day. Number 3 is a sacred number when it comes to the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the Hebrew nation and kingdom. Ahia is his name, that one and only true name that he have. Okay? That one and only true name that the God of Israel have is Ahia. Okay, so we are here again today to finish our law class for this week. We're doing good, Hebrews. We're doing good. We're doing good. We are doing good, okay? We're doing good. And we on law class number 20 today. Hold on one moment. I got my computer up and everything is working properly, but the only thing I lost something else, but it's okay. You know, the hornhead, Satan, hornhead, he gonna always, fight what's right. He always gonna fight what's right. So it's okay. I'm in the battle. I'm a soldier in the army of the God of Israel, or should I say the gods of Israel, the Mother, the Son, and the Father. One moment, I'm trying to clean my little, okay? It's a battle, people. Life is a battle. Life is a battle, okay? That's exactly what it is, a battle. It's not easy. So let's see here. One moment, let me look up something before we get ready to start. One moment, people. One moment. Give me a minute. I'm right here with you. But while I am looking up this, we're going to turn on a little bit of music this morning. And I think I'm going to sing one song to the gods of Jerusalem this morning because it's the third day of the week. And I like to do that. So let me put on this first song and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to sing my song to the Hebrew kingdom, the gods of Jerusalem. A moment. Okay, let me put this song on for you.
Oh, I'll be stuck in this. I done done a lot of things I'm not proud of, but I'm so glad that He's willing to forgive me of my sins, and I'm so glad. Oh, 'cause I don't stand a chance if it's based on my goodness. I don't stand a chance, it's all about me. So now I'm leaning and depending
On the fact that He died for me.
I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. 'Cause God said my sin
Couldn't get out.
He sent His Son to bring me out. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I would say my sin. I would say my sin. I couldn't get out. Then He sent His Son to bring me out. I was headed for destruction, and I know it, but I'm so glad that He had a change of plans in my future. I'm so glad. 'Cause I ain't stand a chance with the faith that I was living. I ain't stand a chance on the think about me. So now I'm leaning and depending on the fact that He died for me. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful.
I'm so thankful, people. I'm so thankful. Get out. And He sent His Son to bring me out.
I'm so grateful. Oh, look what He did for me. To get out. Oh, yeah.
Son to bring me out.
See, I was at home and I can't. Someone help me out. Oh, yeah.
Here He belongs.
A second chance. And he gave me second chance. I could be forgiven for the dirt in my life. But He broke me wrong. Always in the sun to make it right. Oh, wretched man that I am. Whoa! I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Oh yes, and my sin couldn't get out. I sent His Son. He sent His Son to bring me out. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So thankful. I was in my sin. I was in my sin. I couldn't get out. Yeah. He sent His Son to bring me out. Oh, look at what He did. 'Cause He didn't have to do it. He could have made some new people instead. Give them, but He didn't do that. No, put on His flesh and He came. Got up on the cross and gave His life. Oh, didn't have to do that. Yeah, I'm so grateful.
So yes, people, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful.
This song is dedicated to all of the people who just came in the truth.
Here go another song to the God of Israel. Ahaya.
How the law is done away with. My advice to you is just ignore it. Keep the Most High first. Keep His law. That's what we doing over here. We resting. We're chilling.
I don't want to hear that one because that song is talking about the Sabbath day. That song is talking about the Sabbath day, okay? I'm going to go ahead and one moment. Give me another minute. Another minute. Isaiah. Isaiah. Sister song. Okay, people, I'm going to sing my song now to the God of Israel, but I'm going to turn towards the east. While I do that, the gods of Jerusalem, the mother and the father. Okay? That's all we need to worship. We don't need to worship the Son of God, Yeshua. We only need to worship the mother and the father, okay? Not the Son of God. The Son of God ain't never ever told anyone to worship him. He always directed people back to his father. He never told anyone to worship him. Okay, so I'm gonna present myself to the gods of Jerusalem this morning, the mother and the father. Okay, and I want to sing a song to them this day on the third day of the week. And you notice on the pictures I have my fringes on and my borders are blue. And my silk outfit with my fringes and borders of blue Israel. When you put fringes on, you only supposed to put it on silk or linen. Silk or linen. Or maybe wool. I have been through the storms of my life. I have been through the storms of my life. I understand what it means to praise you. I understand what it means to give you the glory. Gods of Jerusalem, I worship you. I worship you. I worship you. Gods of Jerusalem, I worship you. I worship you. I have been through the storms of my life. Now I understand that I got to worship your name. Just a little bit of song that I wanted to sing to the gods of Jerusalem this morning. We're going to go right now into our law class. I thank the God of Israel, the God, the mother of Jerusalem. Let's pick it up at Isaiah right now. Isaiah, people, okay? Isaiah. Isaiah 52. Isaiah 52. Isaiah 52.
Stop. Right now, your body is screaming at you.
Isaiah 52.
Feed me. scroll Instagram, watch porn, buy this, and you obey. Single.
Sorry about that. It's just something came up on YouTube. Okay, people. You know, I want to talk to you this morning, people. I want to talk to you this morning. I want to talk to you this morning. Let's read Isaiah 52 first. Isaiah 52. Awake, awake, and put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. O Jerusalem, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. Put on your beautiful garments. The holy city, from henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Verse 3 of Isaiah 52. But thus said Ahiah, you sold yourselves for nothing, and you shall be redeemed without money. Verse 4. But thus said Ahiah God, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrians oppressed them without cause. Now therefore, verse 5 of Isaiah 52, now therefore what have I here said Ahiah, that my people Israel, when he say my people, he's talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who he's talking about. He's not talking about no Gentiles and no white folks and no Chinese and Africans and none of them people. When he say my people, and that's what the God of Israel say all through the King James Version Bible. When he ready to identify the children of Israel, his Hebrew nation, he always say my people, okay? The God of Israel don't love everybody in the world. Let me say that again, people. You need to understand. The God of Israel don't love everybody in the world. Okay? He don't love everybody in the world. He's not no all-loving God like you think. Okay? That God don't exist. That's a fairy tale God that the Christian church made up, and the Buddha church and the Allah church and the synagogue, you know, Yahweh, you know, the Jewish, okay, that God don't exist. So right here, he telling Israel, his people, he make it very clear throughout the King James Version Bible, my people. He not saying all the people in the world. He said mine people. And just because you join a Christian church and you pay some tithes and you believe in some what pastor or bishop or some preacher is telling you, that do not make you the God of Israel people. Okay? Joining a church don't have nothing to do with you being the God of Israel's son or daughter. What makes you the God of Israel's sons and daughters is that you keep his law and that you understand who the God of Israel is. That's what make you his people. Not joining no church or no ministry. None of that. So he's telling Jerusalem right now, wake up, wake up. It's time for us to wake up, Hebrews. We've been asleep for so very long. You are spiritually asleep and you spiritually dead. And the God of Israel is telling you in Isaiah 52, that's us, to wake up. That's what you got to do. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up and snap out of it. Snap out. Wake up and put on thy strength. See, this is what you got to do as the remnant, because the God of Israel is coming for his remnant. Put on your strength, see. Stop depending on somebody else to do something and put on your strength, Hebrews. You are the most strongest people on the face of the earth, but yet you are the weakest. Put on your strength, O Zion. Put on the beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. Beautiful garments. That's what our ancestors wore. Beautiful garments with fringes and borders of blue, just like the Indians today. The Indians over there in Arizona and Wyoming and Colorado, all up in there. You see how they got their fringes on and their beautiful colors and all. That's how our ancestors used to dress when they was in Jerusalem. They had to put on their beautiful garments. This stuff that y'all people wearing today ain't got nothing to do with beauty. They have absolutely Gucci now and Louis now. Gucci and Louis and Gap and all those designers that y'all people that think when you put it on, you looking like somebody. And I'm gonna just tell you straight out as the prophet of the God is. My name is Prophet Elisha. I'm gonna tell you straight out as the God of Israel prophet. You look like fools and you look like clowns. Okay, the God of Israel say, put on your beautiful garments. You think Versace them is beautiful garments? You think Gucci is a beautiful garment? You think Louis Vuitton is a beautiful purse and a garment? Gap and no, none of that is beautiful. The God of Israel is telling you to put on your beautiful garments. Put your fringes on. Put your borders of blue on. Put your silk on. Put your linen on. Okay? And you got to wake up. You got to wake up. See, all you wearing all these Gentile clothes, all of designers and stuff, them white folks don't create it for you to wear. You represent white folks. You represent white people when you wear their clothes. What's his name? Michael Kors and all that. I used to love Michael Kors' purse and all of that, people. I'm talking to you about what is happening in this world right now. Okay? Those clothes, all that stuff. I used to love Michael Kors. I would not buy a Michael Kors purse. I would not buy a Louis Vuitton purse. I won't buy none of that. You know why? Because I don't want it on my shoulder no more. You know why? Because it's going to make my shoulder weak. And the God of Israel going to see that I'm represent a Gentile white man in this earth. It don't have nothing to do with what the God of Israel wants you to wear. Put on your beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. The holy city from henceforth shall no more come into the uncircumcised. And shake thyself. Isaiah 52:2. Shake thyself from the dirt. You dirty Israel, you polluted. Shake yourself. Shake yourself. Come alive. You've been dead a long time. Come alive. Shake yourself from the dust. Arise. Let's go down to verse 3. For thus said Ahiah, you have sold yourselves for nothing. You have sold yourselves for nothing, Hebrews. You sold yourself to work for a white man at a company, at a hospital, at a construction site. You sold yourselves for nothing. What did you get out of all that work? That you did all them years working hard and all of that. You know what you got? $1,000 pension check once a month. That's what you got. You sold yourselves for nothing. You sold yourself for nothing to work in a factory, to work on a construction site, to be a nurse, to be a doctor. What do you have now that you are 50, 60, and 70? What do I have? Absolutely nothing. You know why? Because I sold myself for nothing, Hebrews. That's what I did. In my youth, in my young day, I sold myself to the Gentiles, to the oppressors, the white man. And I sold myself for nothing. And that's why I don't have nothing today. No, you don't have nothing. I don't care if you got $50,000 in the bank. That's nothing. I don't care if you got $100,000 in the bank. That's nothing. I don't care if you got $1 million in the bank. That's nothing. What is something, if you would have did it, or we would have did it the way the God of Israel wanted us to do it, then we would have wealth right now today. That $1 million is nothing compared to what the God of Israel would have gave us if we would have been working for him. But no, we connected to this cloned up world. See, this whole world is cloned, people. And we get ready to go into the law class. This whole world is cloned. Hey, excuse me, y'all. Check on my chihuahua. What y'all doing, man? Excuse me, people. Come on inside for a minute. Come on. Excuse me, people. Checking on my chihuahua. Come on. Come on, goody. 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 Oh my God. Excuse me, people. I got a problem right now. Goody keep getting out the fence. He keep getting out the fence. My chihuahua. I don't know how he keep getting out. It must be a hole or something in the fence. He keep getting out. What he doing? Come on, Goody. Something's a hole or something. I need Carlos to come and check that. Get back. Get in here, Goody. Come on. Come on. How do you keep getting out of here? Oh, it's holes in the fence. Get it. Hey, inside. Inside. I need Carlos to check that now. It's holes in the fence. Get it out. We need a tie, piece of rope or something while I'm in checking. But anyway, y'all just chill out, man. Okay. Anyway, people. Anyway, I'm back. So you have sold yourself for nothing. You have sold yourself to a cloned world. This world is cloned. This a cloned world, people. That might be my sister coming in and out. What's wrong, girl? Can't you stay in here? Can't you stay in here? Ooh. Book of Enoch, number 3. Whites are the Israelites. Okay, well, why do you believe that, bro? I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the God of Israel 12 Tribes Hebrew Knowledge School. Let's talk about why do you believe Book of Enoch number 3? Why do you believe that whites are the Israelites? What scripture do you have for that? In the Bible, in the King James Version Bible, we only have the King James Version Bible. We don't have the Hebrew Scrolls. So what scripture do you have, bro? See, if you're going to come, bro, you got to come right. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. You got to come right talking to the prophet of the God of Israel, okay? Don't come with your fairy tale belief that somebody have taught you and told you. Give me your proof, bruh. Because everything that I say to you, I'm going to prove it. Give me your proof. Where in the Bible, where did you get that knowledge from? It's not in the Book of Enoch. Where you get it from? Exactly, bruh. See, y'all listen, people. That's why I say this a clone world. This a clone world, and everybody in it is clone. The people is clone. You know why? Because you believe some madness that somebody taught you and somebody told you, some white man, some blue man, some pink man, some pastor, some bishop, or some Hebrew Israelite elders. Let me tell y'all people something, okay? Let me tell you, the God of Israel, the one and only true God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the Hebrew kingdom and nation. Let me tell y'all something. He never going to talk to no white folks. He never going to talk to no white folks, no Gentiles about nothing. There's no scripture in the Bible where the God of Israel, the creator, the one that put us in this earth, talk to white people. Now give me one scripture in the Bible where Gentiles, because white people ain't nothing but Gentiles, where Gentiles was teaching the children of Israel in Jerusalem. Because it's all about Jerusalem, people. It's all about Jerusalem. It's not about nothing else. It's not about London. It's not about France. It's not about Britain. It's not about Portuguese. It's not Canada. It's all about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in Africa and Palestine, in the Holy Mountain. Nobody is in Jerusalem. Nobody is there. So please, people, I told you, this is a cloned up world. And everybody in it is cloned because you believe a lie. You believe something that's not true. You living in a fairy tale. You living in a fairy tale. That's what you living in, a fairy tale. This a cloned up world. The world is cloned. And you clone because you believe everything that these people tell you. These white folks, these Gentiles. No, I'm not prejudiced and I'm not racist, but I'm letting you know. I represent the Hebrew God. He's the God of the Hebrews. The Hebrews is the 12 tribes. And he's a black man. The God of Israel is black. And I can prove that to you. So Enoch number 3, can you prove to me, bruh or sis, can you prove to me that the Israelites are white people? No, you cannot. Because the Israelites will never be white people or Chinese people or African people. Never. So no, you can't prove that to me. You cannot, bro. So let me move on with what I was saying. See, that's what y'all cloned up people do in this cloned up world. Everything cloned. Your food cloned, your jobs cloned, your work is cloned, your education is cloned, your clothes is cloned. Everything is cloned. Your history is cloned. That's why y'all don't know who you are. You don't know that you are the children of Israel. Your history is cloned. Your education clone. Your job clone. Your work clone. Your food clone. Everything is cloned. So no, that's not true. Ain't no white folks gonna ever do nothing for the God of Israel. Never. He's a Hebrew God. Hebrews are black people and brown people, people with melanin in their skin. The God of Israel have melanin. Hebrews have melanin in their skin. White folks don't have no melanin, maybe 1 or 2% of melanin. The God of Israel is a Hebrew. So no, Enoch 3. Israel is not white. Them Jewish people over there in the fake Jerusalem, you think that is Israel? Bruh, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. There's no way possible on this face of the earth that them Jewish people that's over there in that fake Israel that they created in 1948. Hey, go outside with that. Could ever be Israel. So no, Jewish people are not Israel. They are Esau children. Esau is their father. Esau and Jacob. Jacob brought forth the 12 tribes of Israel. Esau, his brother, his twin brother. 2 nations are in your womb. Genesis 25. 2 nations will be separated from your bowels, Rebecca. 1 nation will be stronger than the other. So you white folks getting on YouTube crying, oh, black people, they better than us. Oh, black people, they stronger than us. Oh, black people, they wiser than us. Oh, black, yes, we are, because we Hebrews. Outside. Go outside. You're going to bark up in here. Excuse me, people. So, yes, let me go to my law class now, people. Get out of here, TP. Outside, outside, outside. Outside. Let me go to my law class. So we're going to pick it up at law number. Let's check and see right now. See how that brother, he came up in here, Book of Enoch 3, he came up in here talking about white people are Israelites. Oh, wow, bro. Still, I'm waiting on you to prove that, bro. You can't prove. You cannot prove that. But I can prove you that the disciples was black. I can prove that to you right now. I can prove to you that the God of Israel, is black. I can prove to you that the Son of God is black. What else you want me to prove, bro? Because see, you talking to the prophet of the God of Israel, high is his name. What else you want me to prove to you? Okay, so let's go to our law class. See, I don't got time for y'all people coming up here. Y'all don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You kind of trying to come up here and tell me some stuff that you ain't got no proof to back you up, bruh. We're going to go right now to the law class. Okay, people? Let's go to our law class. Everything is clone, people. I'm telling y'all. You eating clone food. You wearing clone clothes. All your jobs are cloned. All your education is cloned. Everything that you believe is cloned. Okay? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to give y'all some sense and some knowledge and some understanding because you've been believing the clone lies that they have told you for many generations. For many generations. You've been believing that you somebody that you are not. Let's go to our law class. This is law class number 20. This is the Hebrew Knowledge School today for the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. I'm Prophet Elisheba and Queen. Okay. So let's go to our law class right now. I'm not going to do any precepts. I don't believe today. I might do 1 or 2 precepts. 1 or 2. Okay. Let's just go. What law is we on right now? We are on law number 239. That's where we are, law number 239. Let me see. Yeah, law number 239. We left off at law number 238 yesterday. Not to wear clothes woven of both wool and linen. Okay, Deuteronomy 22:11. That's why I say all the clothes that you are wearing, people, all the clothes, your blue jeans, pantalon, they call them in Spanish. All your shirts, camisa in Spanish. All your clothes that you are wearing is cloned up. And right here for law number 238, they got linen mixed with silk. They got silk mixed with polyester. They got polyester mixed with some other garment. You cannot wear mixed garments, Hebrews. That's why when I buy clothes, I always look at, is it a plain polyester shirt or do it have some cotton mixed in it? We cannot wear mixed garments. See, you don't even know the law. You don't know the law, because if you knew the law, you'll be paying attention to the clothes that you buy and put on your body. Because them clothes that you buy and putting on your body, when the God of Israel clearly say, law number 238, not to wear clothes woven of both wool and linen. Deuteronomy 22:11. Let's get that. See, if you knew the law, when you buy your shirts and your pants and all this stuff, you would pay attention to what you are buying. But because you don't know the law and you don't know the God of Israel, the one that wrote the law, you confused, people. You very confused. Deuteronomy 22:11. Let's do our 12 laws so we can get out of here today. Let me read Deuteronomy 6, what I can read of it. Now, these are the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which Yahweh your God command to teach you. Verse 4, Deuteronomy 6. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our God is one. And thou shalt love Yahweh thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. Okay? This is how you can, this is the only way you can love the God of Israel. There's no other way you can love him. There's no other way, people. So Deuteronomy 22:11. Deuteronomy 22:11, people. 22:11. It says, thou shalt not wear a garment of divers sorts, as a woolen and linen together. Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture, wherewith thou coverest thyself. See, you cannot wear mixed garments like polyester and cotton or silk and linen. And see, these Gentiles, these white folks and these Chinese and Africans and all the rest of them Gentiles, when they make their clothes, they make sure that they go against this law when they make it. They make sure they put some polyester and cotton together so you can wear Hebrews and you can go against the God of Israel law and you can defile yourself with their clothing. See, you have to pay attention to what you are wearing, what you are eating, what you are doing, and where you are going. But you're so cloned, see. You're so cloned it in your mind. Let's go to the next law. Law number 239. Know to reap your harvest to the edge of the field, but leave a corner uncut for the poor. Leviticus 19:10. That's for law number 239. Not to reap your harvest seed. This when the children of Israel was in their own land, our ancestors, when they was in Jerusalem. They had to grow food for the God of Israel and for their own selves, so they'll have something to eat. See, you ain't got nothing to eat, people. You ain't got nothing to eat. You eating Bill Gates cloned up food that he done made. He done bought up all kind of land that took him 3-4 years to buy. Now he done growed all that cloned up food and he putting it up in Walmart and all kind of different places he want to put it. And you eating it. And you coming on YouTube complaining about, oh, it's something wrong with the bananas. Oh, it's something wrong with the milk. Oh, it's something wrong with the chicken. Oh, it's always been something wrong with it, people. Always. Ever since you've been putting it in your throat, it's been something wrong with it. It's just done got worse now. See, but what else are you people going to eat? Because you ain't got no food. You don't have no food because you've been so busy with your cloned up grocery stores and your cloned up supermarkets, feeding you and your children and your husbands and your wives. So right here in law number 239, don't reap the harvest to the edge of the field, but leave a corner uncut for the poor. Leviticus 19:10. Let's get that. You ain't got no harvest. And the farmers that do have harvest, the white folks, some black people got farms. Some black people, not that many. It's a very small number. Billy Bob now and Johnny Joe now, they got farms, them white folks. They have farms. But see, in order to have a farm in America and grow food, you have to get the government. See, you have to get the government approval. You have to get their approval, and they have to tell you what to put on your corn and what to put on your beans and what to inject your animals with. And if you don't do that, if you don't follow the government protocol, they will close your farm down. So Billy Bob and Joe Bonell and Johnny, white folks, listen to me. You not eating nothing either. Oh, I got my own food. I got my farm. Yeah, but your farm is cloned up with genetic modified food because that's the only way the government gonna let you sell it if you do it their way. So this law right here, law number 239, not to reap your harvest to the edge of the field, but leave it to the poor. See, that's why so many poor folks in this world and hungry people. Because see, Israel, when they was in Jerusalem, the God of Israel told them how to plant their harvest and how to leave the corner of the field for poor folks so they can eat. But see, they were so selfish and rebellious and wicked and evil. They didn't want to leave nothing for the poor folks. And that's why they got kicked out of Jerusalem and lost the Holy Land. And over here on this side of the world, over here on Billy Bob and Joe Bo and them, they don't want to leave nothing for poor folks to eat. Nobody is concerned about the poor. But the God of Israel have many laws in the Bible concerning poor folks. And you'll be amazed, people. You will be amazed of all the Bible verses in the King James Version Bible that teach you about poor people and what the God of Israel say about them and how you need to take care of them. Oh my God, you will just that Bible verses alone will send you to hell. You don't care nothing about no poor folks. You care only about your own belly. Yeah, you got money in the bank, but what are you doing with it? What you doing with that money in the bank? Oh, I'm just going to save it and I'm just going to keep it and let it add. No, take it out the bank. Go buy your land with it. Not in America, though. You need to buy land outside of America. Let me talk some knowledge and wisdom and understanding to y'all. Don't buy no land in America. You know why? Because you can't grow no food in America. That food that they are growing on all of them farms are genetic modified, GMO. And that's why when the people eat it, they call themselves going to get organic food. There's no organic food. All the food, all the food in America is genetic modified. I don't care if you get it from a farm. I don't care if you get it from a grocery store. I don't care where you get it. And that's why everybody's sick. Because if they had some good food, people wouldn't be sick. Because food is what heal you. Food got vitamins and nutrients and mineral and fiber and all the stuff that you need for your body to be healthy. But because you're not eating good food and don't fool yourself, see, that's your clone mind fooling you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a farm where they say they sell organic. What they say, Pete. It don't see, them white folks been lying to us for generations, and they're gonna keep on lying. They're going to keep on lying, okay? I'm telling you, people, get you a land. Yes. What's that? Gina. Hey, Gina. I'm glad you are here. Shalom. 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 Shalom, Hebrew sister. I hope you're a Hebrew sister. I don't know. Shalom. Hello. Are you going over the difference between the laws, the statutes, and the commandments? Yes, I'm teaching a law class. I'm on law class. I'm on law number 239 of the 613 laws, Gina. Okay, we on 239, and it say not to reap your harvest to the edge of the field, but leave a corner uncut to the poor. So I'm trying to make a difference in giving you some wisdom and knowledge and understanding to what it is. How in America you cannot grow no food because the government gonna come at you. They're gonna come at your farm. They're gonna come at everything. You're going to have to put their pesticides on the food to grow it. So I'm telling you, if you want to have a good land so you can help poor people, because this is what the Bible verse is talking about, helping poor people. When you plant a field, when you plant a garden, leave the corner for the poor. Don't reap that. So I'm trying to tell you, get your money out the bank, Gina. If you have some money in the bank, get that money up out of the bank. If you do, and buy you a land outside of America. Please buy you a land outside of America. You know why? Because ain't no government in other countries telling you what to grow and how to grow and when to put on it. You can do whatever you want to do with your land. So let's go. Let's read law number 239. Yeah, that's why everybody's sick. And you said Gina 0286. I'm glad you're here, Gina. We get sick also because we sin and it manifests in the flesh. That is a good statement, Gina. That's a good statement. We get sick also because we sin. Yes. What is sin? You should know what it is. Transgression of the law. That's what sin is. Whatever the law say in the 613, that's all we have because we don't have the Hebrew scrolls. This King James Version Bible is all we got. Okay? Yes, we sin and it manifests in the flesh. We get sick also because, yes, everybody's sinning against the God of Israel, of course. You're absolutely right. Everybody is sinning. Because don't nobody know who the real God is. See, you've been taught and they've been taught and I've been taught by them Hebrew Israelites and them Christian church pastors and them Muslims and them Buddha people. We've been taught that God got many names. And God got many titles. And we're going to call him the Most High. That's what the Hebrew Israelites teach. We're going to call him the Most High. That's not his title. Even though it's in the King James Version Bible, it's just an injection. That's not his title. So what else you got, Gina? That's written in Ecclesiastic. Yes, you're right. Okay, that must be the Apocrypha you're talking about. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, sis, go ahead. You are welcome to present whatever you want to present. I am here. I will slow down my law class today just to see what you have, because you're my Hebrew sister, and I must respect that and honor that. So yes, come on, Hebrew sister, daughter Zion, give me what you got. Give me, and we right here on law number Leviticus 19:10. Let me read that, law number 239, and we're going to go to law number 240 after you give me what you got. After you give me what you got. Leviticus 19:10. And thou shalt not glean the vineyard. Thou shalt not glean the vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of the vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am Ahia your God. Okay? When you get a vineyard on this side of the world, grape tree, don't leave the whole grape tree. Leave some for the poor and the Gentiles. Leave some for the poor Hebrews and the poor Gentiles. Okay? That's how you got to be, P. You can't be selfish, thinking about yourself and what you're going to eat. And no, it's not about us. It's not about me or you. It's about us. It's about the remnant. It's about the 12 tribes of Israel. See, that's how you got to think right now. What you say, Gina? In the book of Leviticus, I looked at what is stated, and it speaks on laws referring to offerings. Yes, exactly. In the book of Leviticus, it's speaking of laws refer offerings. Yes, the God of Israel loves sacrifice. Ahia is his name. He's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's his title, not the Most High. Yes, he loved offerings. The Leviticus priesthood is the one presented his offerings to him. Judah can't give him nothing. Them Hebrew Israelite elders, the God of Israel won't take nothing from them. Why? Because they're not the Leviticus priesthood. They are the God of Israel priests forever. So yes, Gina, you are absolutely right. Is it anything else, my Hebrew sister? You're absolutely, it's a lot of offerings in the book of Leviticus. And that's what we're reading right here, Leviticus 19, 10 for law number 239. Let's go to law number 240. If it's anything else, just let me know, Hebrew sister. Any questions you have, anything I can answer for you, I'm here to help you. I'm glad you are here. Okay, did you know that all the tribes will be like Levite according to the scripture? It's Isaiah 66. Let me find the verse. Yeah, find the verse. I would love to read that. But law number 240. And that's good, Gina, that you're doing that, Hebrew sister, Akwada. Please, anybody come here on this platform, the Hebrew Knowledge School platform, trying to show me something or correct me about something, it's okay. Come with your correction. I don't rebuke you at all. But make sure you got proof of what you are saying to me. You got to have proof, people. You ain't got no proof, we can't go with that. You got to have proof. The Bible said we have to prove all things. Okay, so I'm going to read law number 240 while you're looking for the Bible verse, Gina. Aguada. Law number 240. Not to reap the corner, but leave the grain for the poor. Leviticus 19:9. Let's read that. See, it's talking about poor now. See, these are civil laws that the children of Israel, our ancestors, had to follow when they was in Jerusalem. That's why they got kicked out. They didn't want to follow them. Okay, 240, Leviticus 19:9. Leave the fruit and grain for the poor people. Y'all know how many poor people we got in the world right now? Oh my God, you got so many poor Hebrews. Hungry, poor, broke, ain't got no money, ain't got nothing. So many people. So many. Okay? Because we have failed to do, yes, we in captivity on this side of the world, but we still can be a Hebrew nation and a Hebrew people. We can do that. We can still have a garden and we can still have a fields where we plant food and vineyards to help poor people. We can do that. But see, instead of us doing that, we put our money in the bank. When we get that little paycheck, you running straight to that white man bank and put your money up in there. When you need to take that money, give it to me. Because I travel all over the world. I don't travel. Give it to me and let me take that money so we can buy a field outside of America and start planting our food so we can help feed our children, feed ourselves, and feed the poor. People so hungry today. They ain't got nothing. Why? Because we the Hebrews, we haven't did what the God of Israel told us to do in the Torah. Okay. Let me read 240, Gina. Let me read 240, Leviticus 19:90, law number 240. Then I'm going to read that for you. Leviticus 19:9. 19:9. Yes, 19:9. It says, and when you reap the harvest, I got two listeners today. When you reap the harvest of your land, Hebrews, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field. neither should thou gather the gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of the vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor. I am Ahijah, your God, and a stranger. Okay, Gina, what do you have? Not, it's Isaiah 66. Let me read that. Isaiah 66. So you saying that everybody is going to be like the Leviticus priesthood. That's what you're saying with this scripture, Isaiah 66, 19 through 24. Okay, Salakia. Okay. Yah must be the name of the God that you believe in. Okay. Isaiah 66, 19 through 24. Then I just tell y'all this a cloned up world. Everybody cloned. Because everybody believes something that don't got nothing to do with the God of Israel. And that's why the whole world is cloned and all the people in the world is cloned. Because see, you believe what some man have taught you. Because you can't hear the God of Israel for yourselves. So you got to believe the Hebrew Israelite elders or the bishop or the pastor, the Christian church or the Buddha. That's why you clone. Because you don't know the truth, the divine truth that comes from the God of Israel. I'm not talking about no truth that the Hebrew Israelites give you. That's not true. I'm talking about divine truth that comes from the mother of Zion and the God of Israel, Ahijah. That's what I'm talking about. Isaiah 66. We're going to read this for Sister Gina today. She's here because she want to show me something, she said. And I want to take time out to see what my Hebrew sister is talking about, because I respect what she is saying to me. We have to learn how to respect one another and have gratitude for each other. I don't think I know everything. I just know what the God of Israel and the mother of Jerusalem want me to know. Isaiah 66. She said, I gotta get this started. Isaiah 66, 19 and 24. I can't be here real long with y'all people. I'm trying to get through these 12 laws today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I got about another 30, 40 minutes, and then I'm going to have to leave. Isaiah 66, 19. It says, and I will set a sign among them. Let me start at the verse 18. For I know their works and their thoughts. It should come that I will gather all nations in tongues, and I will set a sign among them. And I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Paul, and Lord, and draw the bow to Tubal and Joah, to the isles of Pharaoh, that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles, and they shall bring all your brethren for an offering, and unto Ahijah out of all nations upon horses and chariots, and leaders and upon mules and upon swift beasts to my holy mountain, Jerusalem. Yes, said Ahijah. As the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel unto the house of Ahijah. Yes, the children of Israel need to bring a clean offering. They never brought a clean offering. That's why they got kicked out of Jerusalem, our ancestors. They tried to bring offerings to the God of Israel that was polluted. Yes, I apologize. Okay, see, got you. They never bought a clean offering. That's why they got kicked out of Jerusalem. So right here it's saying, verse 21 of Isaiah 66, and I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, said Ahijah. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I have made, which I will make, shall remain before me, said Ahijah, so shall your seed and your name remain, And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said Ahiah. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcass of the men that have transgressed against me. For their fire be quenched, and they shall be in abhorrent unto all flesh. Okay, so I think the scripture right here that you're trying to bring out to me is verse 21. Verse 21. Yes. But I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, said Ahiah. Okay. What is it that you really believe about this scripture? And see, Sister Gina, it's another thing you need to understand, that everything in the King James Version Bible is not authentic. Okay? See, the God of Israel already revealed that to me, and the mother of Zion. It's not authentic. See, if it don't match the law, if it don't go with the Torah, what the God of Israel told Moses up on the holy mountain, Mount Sinai, if it don't go with the Torah, if it's teaching against what the God of Israel told Moses, then it's not authentic. It's an injection. See, you have to remember, people, that white folks is the ones that gave us this. King James Version, yeah, he wrote it. He wrote it, yeah. He did all of that. He did all of that. He did, but did King James know the God of Israel? See, we don't know that. We don't know that. If King James knew the God of Israel, we don't know what God he followed. Okay, I'm not saying the King James Version Bible is not authentic. I'm saying that there is injections in it. And right here in this scripture, right here, it's saying, talking about Gentiles, I will send those that escape of them, lewd, and draw the bow to Tubal and Javad to the islands afar off, that have not heard my fame. Okay, yeah. Neither have seen my glory, yeah. And they should declare my glory among the Gentiles. Yes, that's talking about the remnant. The remnant, we will declare the glory to the Gentiles of the God of Israel. And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto Ahiah out of all nations upon the Gentiles are going to do that. Yes. Yes, they're going to do that. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites. So Gina, right here, I have a question to you, sis. So you saying right here, sister, that the Gentiles are going to be the Leviticus priesthood? Are you saying that the remnant going to be the Leviticus priesthood? So let me understand exactly what you are trying to show me. I see where the Gentiles, going to take the God of Israel's sons and daughters and offer them as a sacrifice to him, to his holy mountain. But I need to understand, is you trying to tell me or show me that Gentiles are going to be part of the Leviticus priesthood? That's my question to you. I hope you can answer that. But before, we're going to go to the next law. Okay, answer that for me. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Okay. I'm not saying that scripture is an injection. I'm just trying to figure out what you are trying to say about the scripture before I make my determination if it's authentic according to the Torah. So we are law number 241, people. What I think I'm going to do, because it's getting later and later, We on law number 241. We got about seven more laws. I'm just going to read through these laws today, people, because I really do need to do some more things today. So we on law number 241, to leave gleaning, Leviticus 19:9. We just read that. Leave it for the poor and the stranger. Okay, something that y'all have never done in your life. Even them Hebrew Israelites that have farms, they don't leave nothing to the poor. Please, they charge the poor money to buy some corn and some beans and some tomato. They charge the poor money. They ain't leaving nothing from them poor. So you're right there alone. Your farm is pagan. It's a pagan farm, and you committing adultery because you're going against the law with your farm. So law number 244. 241, Leviticus 19:9. Law number 242, not to gather the gleaning, Leviticus 19:9. You got 3 laws with the same Bible verse, okay? Leviticus 19:9. Law number 243. Law number 243. See, not to pick your vineyard bare, Leviticus 19:10. You got to leave something for the poor, people. Please. Tell Hebrew Israelite elders, whoever got farms, if you're gonna have some food, people, and I told you the food, I'm speaking to you prophetically, the food need to be outside of America. And if you don't have enough sense to do that, then I'm letting you know it need to be outside of America. Because if you plant anything in that polluted soil and that polluted ground, Babylon is so very clone and it's so very polluted. Everything about that place is everything about this place is polluted. Everything. That's why the God of Israel told you to leave Babylon. He been told you that, and you still sitting there like a cloned up fool. For what? Ain't nothing there good. Everybody sick, everybody dumb, everybody stupid, everybody clown, everybody religious. Ooh, God of Israel, help me up in here. Law number 240. Ooh, look. Okay, we're on law number 244. Now law number 245, not to gather the fallen fruit of the vineyard, Leviticus 19:10. So if you got a grape tree in Jerusalem, they was not allowed to get the grapes up off the ground. If you got a vineyard on this side of the world, Hebrews, you're not allowed to get the grapes up off the ground. Leave them on the ground. The God of Israel don't like that because that's not no perfect sacrifice. The God of Israel don't eat nothing nasty and polluted. And grapes that fall to the ground, they polluted to the God of Israel. That's that perfect sacrifice that you're talking about, Gina. Everything have to be perfect in the eyes of the God of Israel. The God of the Hebrew kingdom and nation, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the God I'm talking about. Okay? So let's go to the next law. That's Leviticus 19:10. And you got 244 is Leviticus 19:10. 245, not to gather the fallen fruit of the vineyard. Leviticus 19:10, leave it on the ground. Whatever fruit that you have, leave it on the ground and pick it up and throw it in the garbage. Because the God of Israel don't want none of that. Law number 246, Gina. So Gina, you still haven't answered my questions. Do you understand the question that I'm asking you, sis? Law number 246, not to pick the uniform clusters of grapes, Leviticus 19:10. There go the same Bible verse. Law number 247, to lead for guiding sheaves in the field, or lead a sheep for the poor. Deuteronomy 24:19. Let's read that. Now I'm about finished. I think I got 2 more laws and I'm finished, people. Deuteronomy 24:19. So yes, Gina, you gone now. Okay, yeah. You gone. Yes, Gina, I think that's you coming back. Just to say this to you, my Hebrew sister. There is no one of the tribes of Israel. I'm talking about all 12 tribes. There's no one else that could ever be the priest. There's no scripture for that. Isaiah 66 is really not talking about what the God of Israel is talking about in the Torah. See, this is the Tanakh. Isaiah is the Tanakh. It's not the Torah. See, we don't know if they injected that to bring forth their religion and their gods and their understanding. See, let's focus on the Torah, Gina. Let's focus on what the Torah say. See, because the children of Israel always got kicked out and killed and destroyed in Jerusalem because they went against the Torah. So I'm letting you know that the Torah is the one and only most important thing, Sister Akwada, that you need to be educating yourself with. Okay? The Leviticus priesthood is Levi. It's not Judah. It's not Benjamin. It's not Simeon. It's not Gad. It's not none of them. It will always be the Leviticus priesthood. It's Levi. There's nobody else going to be no priest. He already said it in the Torah. Levi is my ministers forever. So how can Isaiah 66 argue with that? How can Isaiah 66, 66, exactly. How can Isaiah 66 argue with that, Gina? It can't. Because when the God of Israel speak, that's what he means. He said forever. He only want one tribe out of the 12 to be the Leviticus priest. And GOCC and EEE now, they not the new priests. See, you got Judah, Elder Ricard, that's his name. He got teachings on YouTube where he said, oh yeah, we the new priests. The old Leviticus priesthood is done away. Bruh, are you mad? Are you sick? Are you crazy, bruh? You think the God of Israel or higher? The God of the Hebrew kingdom and nation gonna do away with something that he said? That's forever? See, people, y'all gotta make sense. You gotta make sense with what you are learning and what they are teaching. It's got to make sense. That don't make sense. So you saying the God of Israel is a liar. We have already told you in the Torah that Levi will always be his priest. No, the remnant, the 12 tribes of Israel, the remnant, only Levi will be the priest. It won't be Judah and no other tribe. It will always be Levi. Always. So no, Gina, don't believe the madness. Don't believe the hype, my Hebrew sister. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe. Let's go to the next law. I'm glad you're here, Hebrew sister. I'm glad you're here. These people have taught us all kind of lies, has told us all kind of stuff that, yeah, I used to follow Hebrew Israelites. I followed that stuff for 10 years. The God is, I was a Christian church pastor for 20. The God is just snatched me out of all of that. Or he said, you know what, daughter, if you gonna follow me, if you're gonna be my daughter and my servant in the earth, you're going to denounce all religions. Woo, and you're going to denounce all the gods of the religions. And that's absolutely what I did. So I denounced the Hebrew Israelites, what they teaching, their doctrine, because it ain't nothing but a doctrine that was made up by some man that don't know the God of Israel. Why you think these people always talking about the government, what they doing to Israel, the government? Yeah, the government ain't doing nothing to Israel. Israel doing it to themselves because they going against the God of Israel law and what he told them to do. The government ain't doing nothing but what the God of Israel want the government to do to you Hebrews. Wake up, man, and snap out of the religion. Snap out. And I'm getting ready to leave. Hold on, people. One more. See the beans cooking. I'm getting ready to leave, people. See me walking, I can't see him doing nothing. Gabriel, hold on, people. I'm about to leave, man. The bees need water. Yeah. I put no water in the bees. I'm almost finished. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you pull this one? I'm finna get off of here. I'm finished. Okay, people, I gotta leave now. I got some other things I gotta do. So, you know, I think I did 12 laws. Let me check. Yes, I did 12 people. I'll talk to y'all next week. Mind me, subscribe, like the video. Thank you, Sister Gina, for coming.